We welcome you to the interview series of Ace Mentor Club. So, what is Ace Mentor Club? Ace Mentor Club is a digital platform to connect CA students and freshers for one-to-one mentoring, where we bring in industry leaders and professionals to help and guide the youth in strategically planning their career roadmap. So, आज हमारे साथ है CA प्रणव तुलसियान, secured rank at every stage of CA, CPT AR1, IPCC AR1, CA Final AR5, and currently he is working as Senior Account Officer at IOCL. Welcome Pranav, welcome to the Ace Mentor Club interview series.
Thanks Krishna, thank you so much.
So Pranav, let's start from the beginning. What excited you to join Chartered Accountancy as a profession?
Well, actually, like since childhood I've been brought up in a family business environment, so there has always been an inclination towards the commerce stream. So when I was in class 10, I had made up of my mind that I wanted to join commerce. Since even though I was like very good at studies, and many of my relatives said that you should be pursuing something in science background like engineering or doctor or something, but still I was mentally prepared that I wanted to go into commerce background. And when I was in my class 11th and 12th, I made analysis of that this CA career, like what are the courses covered and the width and depth of the this course. And I looking at the subjects it offered and the amount of coverage it had, I had made up a mind that this is a career I should be looking for. So I had made a conscious decision that I wanted to join CA. It was nothing that my parents said that you should be joining CA or my friends said. So I had consciously made up a mind that this is a course which I should be looking to build my career.
So many congratulations to you for securing at every stage of CA. Can you share something about your study pattern or any tips or guidance you want to provide to students? How they should prepare for their exams?
So like study pattern with I will feel that the approach towards CA is quite similar in all the levels like CPT, IPC or final. The execution might be different, but the approach is quite same. Like CPT, when I was at CPT, I used to have this formula like C, P and T. C will stand for a conceptual clarity, P stands for practice, and T stands for time management. So I find that these three things are important in all your levels, in IPC or in finals. So definitely like I would particularly talk about the CA final when a student is at CA final. So the approach which I usually adopted at my 3 years of journey was that during the first year of articleship, right after 5 months of joining my articleship, I started with a self-study. I got some video lectures, and since then I thought that I should get into the course, get into the CA final thing, that what things are there. I started with SFM and cost accounting, and I studied that after the articleship. Whenever I used to get time, I used to study. So the first thing, the first year of articleship, I think because in the first year we were not allowed to take classes, so that is why we did our I did my self-study. During the second year and all, what I feel is that when one is done by the second year, he should have completed all his classes. Like I had joined in March 16. I had joined my articles in March 16. My attempt was in November 18. So by March 18, that is when my articleship was 2 years completed. 6 months before the exam, I had done with all of my subjects, whichever classes I had to take, whether video lectures or had to attend the classes, I had done with that. So by the second year of time, you should have done that. And when you get into your third year, that is when you get your exam leave, that at that point of time, what I feel is that you should be focusing more on your practice thing. That you should practice more and more, so that you get your first revision done, second revision done, third revision done, and then you prepare for your exams. So these three key concepts which I really feel that is important for all the students, that conceptual clarity during the first year when you are attending the classes, you should have conceptual clarity, practice and time management of how you are going to complete your entire thing right before the exam, how you are going to ensure that all those three revisions and your exam preparation are done by your exam attempt. And one tip which I usually give to everyone who really who are asked me that how should he prepare. So the only thing any student should focus is that how he will be like preparing for the entire subject in 25 hours. like one day before the exam he gets 25 hours. So from the very first day of IPC or very first day of CA final, he should have that thing in mind, that how he will make sure that he completes that subject in one day, in 25 hours. So whatever notes he wants to make for a particular chapter, whatever he wants to do, he should have that thing in mind, that how am I planning to complete this one day before the exam. So that vision or that focus should be there from the very start. I think that will help you a lot in getting good marks in your CA exam.
So you mentioned that you started preparing for the practical subjects first, then you're taking up the other subject. So you're saying that when anyone who is entered into the CA final after 5-6 months of like enjoying the IPCC victory, then he should go for first starting preparing for the practical subject. Is that your approach you are suggesting?
Yeah, I think my suggestion would be, I would not say that particular subject he should start with, but he should have started his study by the end of 5th or 6th month. He should have started. He should not wait for first year to complete, or after like 12-15 months he should not start. In fact, he should have started his any subject which he likes. For me, it was a practical subject, so I started with SFM and costing. He should have started his studies. That will give him a very good edge, because by the time he completes his 12-15 months, he will have covered up some portion of CA finals, which will give him a confidence as well to complete his remaining areas.
Oh, that's really great advice for the students. So Pranav, like you have secured AIR 5 in CA final. So how you're able to manage your studies along with your work? If you can share some insight like on that.
Definitely, I think my 3 years of articleship journey has been the most challenging part of my CA journey, and also the most memorable part. So definitely doing an articleship from Big Four, the only thing which you really get to learn is time management. You get into the micromanagement of time, that how you should be managing your things. Because when you are sure that you will not be getting every weekend off, you will not be getting a proper 10 to 5 office time, and there is no certainty that whether you will be able to reach your home at 8 o'clock in the night, or 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, or the next day 2 or 3 o'clock. So when you have such work culture, and when you have that type of office environment, then you have to make sure that whenever you are getting time, you are spending that time into your studies. So like I used to remember that in articleship, during my first initial days, I had a mindset that there is a 35, as per ICI guidelines, there is a 35 hours week of articleship, like 7 days or 6 days, 7 days, and it's 5 hours, 7 hours of working in office per day. So I had that mindset. So when I heard that EY has a stronger work culture and you have to work more, so I thought that okay, instead of 5 o'clock in the evening, it might be 7 or 8 o'clock in the evening. So after like joining, and after 2 or 3 weeks, a senior told me that he left office at 4. So I thought he is saying at 4 o'clock in the evening, but then he mentioned it's at 4 a.m. in the morning. So that was something, it was like unbelievable for me, that how can someone stay at office for so long. But then yes, it was true, and it is practical, that even articleship and even articles are usually they stay during the limited reviews, during the LRs and annual audits, they usually stay so late. So one thing which was sure, that I will not be getting ample time for my studies. So when this is the thing, then you start looking for time, that from where you can manage things. So I remember that whenever I was in cab going to my office or coming back home, I used to have my audio clips or videos for which I used to study along the way. And even during the, like, if you get any Saturday Sunday off, then you will never think of going for a movie or going for outing. You would better think that how you are going to revise the course which you have covered in a week. So that is how you will get more focus on utilizing the time towards the studies. You will not. So the best thing was that I understood where we should not waste the time, and where were you getting the time, whether it's a weekend, whether it's a way to office, coming back from office, or we are waiting for somebody in a metro. You can definitely turn on your audio clip and you can listen to that. So that is how you get to manage the thing. And so that was when, and in articleship, as I said, that first year you never get to attend the classes. So first year, the best thing you can do is that in the morning you wake up at 6, you are not attending classes, you have to go office at 10. So better 6 to 10 or 6 to you will get a 3 hours of time, you can do a self-study. And after office, if you come at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, you have a dinner and you study for that 2 or 3 hours as a self-study. So first year, that is the way you can cover a good amount of course. In second year, you get to attend your classes. So second year, a whole year, my routine used to be getting up at 5:30, attending classes at 6:30, getting the breakfast and doing the lunch time, doing the break time of the class. 10:30 the class will be over. 11 o'clock you have to reach office, then have your lunch, and then office will go around. If it's a normal working day, then office will go around till 8 or 9. Then 9 you reach your home, reach your PG, have your dinner, and 9 to 11, 11:30 you do the revision of what you have learned in the morning. So whole day, and then the office used to be 6 days a week at least. And if you get a Sunday off, then Sunday you would utilize for revising the entire thing in the week, whatever you have learned, or making your notes and summaries. So this was how your second year goes, the entire second year. And then third year, you get a 5 months study leave. So that's an ample amount of time. So in that 5 months, you have to make sure that before you go to the study leave, you have completed all your subjects, like all your subjects in terms of taking classes, whether video lectures or attending classes. So you have done that first thing, and then the 5 months time it will be utilized for your first division, second division, and third division. So the thing is, definitely it is a challenge for the big four articles to like manage the time and manage the work as well. But once you are respecting time and you're not into wasting time, then you can definitely manage it very well. And I think you are aware of the fact that means definitely there were some more rankers from EY, and it was in this November 19 attempt, I guess there was the first rank was from EY itself, and he was from my same team where we used to work. So it's not that the big four articles are not getting good marks at exams; they are really doing very well at exams as well. It's all about time management, I would say.
That's really fantastic advice for the students. Like you have explained year by year what they have to do, how they have to prepare for the exams. One more thing, like as you are aware that ICAI have postponed the exams now to the November. So what suggestions you want to provide to the students? What students should do in this idle time?
Okay, so like one thing that any person should always have a sight to see any challenge as an opportunity. Like definitely it is, I know that it is disheartening for many students that they have to miss their attempt, and definitely this loss has no compensation at all. But I think still they should not be demotivated by this thing. They should like take best use of this opportunity. Whatever the things, whatever loose ends were left, if they're not able to cover during the revisions and all, so they should make good use of this time. I would not say that again you have to sit back and read for like 12 hours a day. Still you have got ample amount of time, so you can relax a bit, but don't lose your momentum, I would say. That it's not that okay, if you were studying 12 hours a week, you can bring it to like 3 or 4 hours, 12 hours a day, you can bring it to like 3-4 hours a day, but don't lose the track, don't lose the momentum. You should still continue to study each day, and you should not be like it has been long that you since touched your book. So yeah, means take this positively, that you are getting some time to relax and also cover and do your studies in a better manner. Those who were focusing for one group, they would have now focused for both the group. And now we are standing on August. The exam is planned for November, so I think it's time that they get back on track and they get back to the studying table and they do the studies in a good manner. I think it's that if they take it positively, then the students should be getting good results, more than what they had expected in May. I think if they come out with good results, it will help them in getting a good job opportunity as well going forward.
So the students are already prepared for the main exam, prepared for the exams. Now in this idle time of 6 months, whether they should again read those books, read those notes, they should prepare for their interviews, they should do something else. Either they should brush up their skills. What is your view on that?
As I said that if they were earlier reading for like 10 hours a day, they can now shift it to 2 hours a day, and the extra time which they have got, they can spend with their family, friends, and also they can also, as you mentioned, that rightly mentioned, that they can use this time for the interview as well, for their GDs and all. But yeah, not more focusing on that aspect. The first and foremost thing is to clear the exam, so that should be in the mind that the first target is that only. But yeah, definitely they can use this extra time for these things, so that it is productive on their side, they can learn something new as well. But yeah, don't lose the momentum, don't go off track, that looking more of those things, and you lose your main focus. The main focus is still that you have to pass your exam. So yeah, person who has their own interest, like even after you complete CA, people, someone have an interest in investment banking, someone wants to go to finance field, someone wants to go into like stock markets, and also yeah, they can choose that what are their interests. And even if one is not sure of what their interest is, they can have a counselor who can better guide them that what they can be. So yeah, Ace Mentor Club, and it is good. I think they can go for such mentoring sessions as also. So the only point is to utilize their time, not to waste their time. They have to utilize this time in building their own career. If they are not studying for the exams also, they can see for the like after exams where they want to go, which company they want to join. They can study about that company. They can get in touch with the persons who are already working in that company, or how they can join that company as well. So this is what like a sensible person or anyone who is more concerned about the future would do, not to waste time in social networking sites or something like that, but yeah, to have that vision in mind that in future what is your ultimate goal and how you can utilize each and every minute of your time to utilize in reaching that goal. So I think in that way, person, any student should be focused towards their future as well, and they can look for mentors, and they can look for someone who can guide them into that aspect.
I'm very much curious about one question. Like, there is a radical shift in your career. Earlier, you did your articleship from Big Four, where you're working like more than 12 plus hours, and then you moved to IOCL as senior account officer. So that career shift you have taken in your life after becoming a CA.
After working at an MNC or a Big Four firm for 3 years, 3+ years, and then the experience at PSU is quite different. It definitely is very different from what it used to be at EY. But yeah, the one thing which I would say is that if you have that working capability, if you have those requisite set of skills, then definitely you will get your opportunity to showcase your skills in any company, no matter it's a PSU or it's a MNC firm. And one thing which I'm really thankful for working at EY is that, like, when you qualify your CA, it's not only about the technical knowledge you have, but it's also about the soft skills and the behavioral aspect, which plays a very important role in building your career. So I would really say it's a 50-50 thing. It's like 50% your technical aspect and 50% your behavioral skill and soft skills are very important, which will play an equal important role in making sure you make the right takeoff in your early stage of the career. So I think in my articleship days, they have given me opportunity to build the right set of skills. It may be the skill of the Excel skills, or the skill in my ERP software, like working in SAP environment. So, and not only this, also the interpersonal skills of how you write in a corporate environment, how you should be talking to seniors, how you should be writing mail, what's your dressing sense. So these are the small things which might be like you not pay attention during your student life, but then when you grow as a professional, it's very important in your building your career. So this way, EY has given me the right set of skills and right set of education as well, so that I'm able to do fairly good in PSU. But yeah, definitely the environment is quite different. The work pressure, I would say, is quite not very less, but it's quite less than what we used to have at an MNC.
So we have such a great learning experience from Pranav journey. Those who want to need guidance how to secure rank at every stage of their CA can book the session at www.acementorclub.com. Thank you, Pranav. Thank you for such a wonderful journey.
Definitely, yeah, thanks, Krishna. And definitely, I think that this concept of this is very helpful for the students as well, because I remember that when I was at CPT, when I just joined CPT, I was really looking a chance to talk to someone who had secured first rank in the earlier exams of CPT. And the same thing I felt when I was at IPC as well. In CPT, I remember that after doing a lot of Google and all, I finally got a number of a student who had secured third rank, and I got a chance to speak with him. He was from Vijayawada. I think definitely anyone is willing to connect, and I would love to help them for that.
Thank you, Pranav.